Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 39 in season 2 of my Nightmare series, hanging out in Agrarian Skies. And as you can see, the moon is rising above me. It must be time for some magic. So let's get right to that. I'm going to be doing some magic today. As you can see, I have made a few alterations to my infusion altar. I've set up some hoppers feeding into the various pedestals. And currently I have a lamp ready to go. And you can see over here on the side I have a bunch of essentia bottled up, or jarred up I should say. And over here I have a bunch more essentia jarred up, and all of this is basically just to be able to get this one final necessary quest done in the magic line. So if we go in here, we look at your Wizard Steve, check that out. Okay, I did complete the Thaumic Minions between episodes, sorry, and I did a quick, just to make sure there was nobody had an issue with that, I recorded it, so I'm gonna cut that in right here, and I'll be right back. And yeah, so I can go ahead and turn that in now. So if I claim my reward, that's going to give me a green heart canister. I like that. More health. Put that there. So we get back to here. So that leaves one, well, it leaves two, but this is a side quest. Doesn't unlock anything anywhere else. But this one unlocks a quest someplace else. So I want to get that done today. And I've gotten a good portion of this pre-made. If we look in my bag of holding, I've made up the Magician's Blood Orbs. Those aren't too hard. Just put a block of gold in that altar up there and wait for it to convert. That's not hard. Golem animation cores, and I think that based on the, how easy it is to use the Crucible, you see me do it a moment ago with the golems. You can assume that it was just as easy to get these guys, by throwing a bunch of stuff in there and crafting a few things in the work table. So I'm going to put these in the main system because they take up an individual slot each, and I don't have that much space left in my chest down here. And I'm going to go ahead and save that bag for the end. See how many quests I get done. I'll turn them all in at the end of this episode this time. Just try something different. So I've got this one set up. I'm going to show the first one on camera, and then I'm going to do the other, what is it, like 16 fertility lamps, 16 lamps of growth. And if we look in my hopper, I've got fertilities set up first, and then as soon as the 16 fertilities are done, I've got it set up to go with the lamp of growth. Hopefully nothing gets knocked off on that last fertility because it'll put the wrong thing back on the hopper. I didn't even think about that. But I've had pretty good luck, and I've added a few, like I added these crystals. I had to take away a couple candles, but I just moved them out there, so it's still the same amount of items. Now I know that symmetry makes a major difference when you're putting all this stuff down. You want it to be very symmetrical. Now I'm hoping that it is four-sided symmetrical is what it looks at, and not, even if it does do north, south, east, west symmetry, that should be pretty even too. So the hoppers or everything is as symmetrical as I could keep it and get the hoppers in there to do their thing. So I want to stop talking and get this going. So let's see the first one go. I do want to put on my sigil of turn on my sigil magnetism. That way if it does happen to knock something off of one of the pedestals, I will immediately pick it up and it'll show up in my inventory rather than get destroyed or washed away by goo. And it's just pulling some of it from over there, some from over there. I have enough to do all of 16 in these jars, so eventually those will get all used up. It looks like, is it done? No, it's taking in the items right now, so yeah, now it's done. Okay, so first one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other 16 of these off camera because I don't think you want to watch this process another 31 times, and I'll be back. I'm back for a moment. I just wanted to show you this interesting thing I discovered about the infusion altar. Apparently, when it's doing its thing, when it takes the items from the pedestals, it has been ignoring this half entirely. It just, because the hopper, immediately puts one back, so there's as soon as it takes it, there's another one there for it available. It's only been pulling items from this side of the altar, and basically the westmost item. See, it's doing it. It's just taking them all from this side. And then, actually, that's, of course, when I come back to record it decides it wants to break stuff. Oh well. But I thought it was an interesting behavior. Now, until this point, it had not, until this point, it had not broken any items on this side of the altar. Actually, every other time that it knocked something off, it was that item right there. This is the first time it knocked anything else off, and that was other than that item. And this is only about the 4th time it's knocked anything off, so I just wanted to point that out, that like if you have this set up, you don't have to have a ton of items on this side. You only need the well, I don't know what happened. It probably destroyed the one piece of gold that was over here. You only have to have one item on the east side of your setup altar or whatever, because apparently it scans, and it may not be the same for every world or whatever, but in my world it scans from the west side, looks for the item first on this side, and if it's there it takes it. So keep on going. Got most of them done, just a few to go, so back when they're done. Okay, finishing up the last one, and if nothing goes sideways, I should be able to turn this in a minute. It figures as soon as I said, oh, hey, nothing's been hardly destroyed at all, the very next enchant, it vaporized a piece of gold and a piece of bone. I mean, literally vaporized them. They turned into goo and floated up into the sky. Oh, actually, and you can see it up there where... And once something went sideways... Of course, what is... And it needs a bit of lux. And of course, I don't have a torch. So let's go grab a torch. Let's see if we can get it done. Of course something goes sideways on the last enchant, of course. So if it's gonna probably need a bunch of extra shit by the time okay, no, it just needs 1 lux, it says. There's the lux. Of course it can't grab it out of there. Oh, now it needs... Oh, Jesus. Piece of meat. Chicken. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta fumble with this. Come on. Piece of chicken. Hopefully I can get it before it gets out of hand. I might have to restart it. Come on, take a piece of chicken. What's it? Is it missing a Now it's missing items. So it needs earth shards, which I don't think I had extra earth shards. Although I do have something set up for that. Just gonna let it grind down there. Might as well. Actually, I have a shortcut to the orchard where I have a bunch of grass growing just so that I can get some earth shards. Love this hammer, man. It's just so fast. I gotta be careful though or I'll put holes in the floor. So yeah, let me get some earth shards. Might as well just grab a bunch, and then I need to go back to home because I'm gonna need to get some more torches. Ouch. I should know better than to stand there. Torches, just craft some of those. I got chicken, so that should do the other. And I forget what the other one is now. So if I put an earth shard on here, I'm just going to go ahead and put a gold and a bone out just in case it needs one of those. I don't know, what is it saying now? It says it needs one of these. Let's see, toss those in there. Get me a jar. Picking up all kinds of stuff that it knocked off of the... So I'm gonna have to clean up after this. Put that back up there. There it goes. Final infusion done. Whew. What a mess. What a mess. Well, that's okay, because now I can show something else that I wanted to mention. If you just... Okay, maybe they fixed that. If you ever have problems like putting a block down and getting rid of that goo, if you shift click, you can usually place a block there to clean up the goo. Okay, so all cleaned up. Let me just do the rest of the cleanup here real quick, and then I'll do the turn-in, and I will get another reward bag, and we'll move on to the next objective for today. I will take a quick peek at what it's going to take. So I didn't need that, or that. I'm just going to toss these extra stuff, which was the gold, the bone, and the earth shards in here. And then I need to put back my heads, which was a zombie head on each side here, like so. Creeper head here. Skeleton skulls here. It's not too bad. I'm cleaning up quick. And a candle right there. Okay, so yeah, that's back to cleaned up. I think I'm going to leave my altar configured like this with the hoppers, just in case when I do make the world download available, if somebody likes this setup, they can use it. If not, they can clean the hoppers out and add back in more occult items, however you'd like to do it, if anybody actually downloads it. So, but now I've gotten all of the items I need to turn in my final, well, I guess not totally final, but this quest right here, the end quest, which is going to give me some more ore nodes. Oh, I'm excited about those. And some silverwood saplings and some hearts. So, manual submit. Claim my reward. What is that? Another epic reward bag. Cool, I got 2 of those now. I'm saving those for the end, so the end of the episode. So I'm just going to toss this stuff into the system for now. I'm probably turn this guy back off. Now I'm done with all that. Go ahead and use up my hearts. It gives me 81 lives total. Nice. I think when I get to about 90, I might just stop using them and start just saving them in the ME system. That way, in the final world download, there'll be some available hearts in the system. There won't be any in there for the next one coming up. I don't think there's going to be. I think there's going to be one more world download, then a bunch more episodes, probably finish up all the quests, do some aesthetics, etc., and then one more final world download, so it'll be total 3 world downloads in all. So, let's look at the quest book, see what we want to work on next. Let me see, what is this? Staff Core of the Primal. Okay, I have no idea what it takes to get that, but I bet that I have to unlock every one of the subs for that, which is going to be like every wand core, I would imagine. Because, yeah, you can't get to the staff cores. So, yeah, first I'd have to unlock magic staffs, which I don't have the stuff to do. So, that's going to be a side quest that I do. If I do, I'm probably going to do most of the researching and stuff off camera, and I might come back to that at a later time. So that's definitely not going to be one for today. Oops, wrong book. Quest book. Back to the start here. We can look at some bees and trees, because I believe I'm getting pretty close to the end of that. And I also have, now that I've completed Hell's Kitchen and Steel Power Fight, all those, I have some quests that are actually available here in the end. So I can get 5-star chef. I've actually already made delighted meals. I made those way early in the game. Those are what I was living off of for a long time. And then the other thing I need for this one is to craft supreme pizzas. So if I was to set up regular pizzas over here in the crafting station, ZZA. So a regular old pizza is dough, raw pork chop. I should have a bunch of raw pork chops, and I can encode that, because I don't have to make this sub part by hand. I only need to make the finished product by hand, which is to put it in the yeah. Anyway, so if I make pizzas, just go ahead and craft a stack of those. Should have the materials for it in there. I do. So yeah, that's going to craft up pretty quick. Back up for a moment while that's working. That one's going to, like I said, that one's going to be for a much later time. For the hoarding quest, I can work on one of these right now. Definitely not going to have the materials for that. I've been wanting to set this one up for a while. 10,000 clear glass and 10,000 glass. Now, the 10,000 glass is just a matter of saying, craft me 10,000 glass, and telling it to begin. That's going to tie up one of my ovens, though, real bad. Hopefully that won't affect my pizza quest. Let's see. It's not. It's see, these ones are already ready. So, and to do these, all I got to do is, and there I've made a stack of pizzas. So that one should also now be ready to turn in. That was an end quest. Oof. What? Okay. No. Yeah. Oh, there's a consume task. Oh, here we go. White mushrooms. Rye. I don't think I have any rye. Barley. Bananas. And asparagus. Oh, wow. Well, I actually have asparagus plants. Asparagus. Yeah, I have a bunch of asparagus plants. And that's kind of like a strange bug I've noticed. It has something to do with this. I don't know. But like asparagus shows up here all the time. And it does it on these other harvesters too. like right whenever, yeah, it even shows up in this one, but so asparagus, why don't I put that in the power garden here? No, or no. Why don't I put that in the magic garden, which I'm going to need to take a swig of my potion of flight so that I can go over here. Come on down here. And I'm going to say plant asparagus. I don't need that much of it, so I'm just going to put it in there, let it grow, let it do its thing. And I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know if this one's going to pick the plant or not. Some PAMs it picks the plant entirely, some it just picks the fruit off of the plant. So we'll go ahead and turn the magic enhancer on to let these guys grow faster. Boy, they are kind of slow, asparagus. I mean, it is kind of a slow vegetable to grow in reality, so that shouldn't be too surprising. And it's gonna looks like it does. It picks the whole plant, so hopefully shortly I will have that. So I'm gonna need barley. Barley. Wait, is it? No, it's this barley I need. So I need this barley plant. And again, I'm going to go and use this garden. So we'll say barley in that corner. And I want to take barley, yeah. I want to tell it to export barley seeds. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to need more asparagus. I hope not. Let's see here. So toss those barley back in there. I don't need these extra bits of stone. What was the other thing? I'll hold on to them supreme pizzas because I believe I will be able to use those. Did I turn my quest in? Oh, no, I haven't completed the quest. That's the thing. And I need bananas, asparagus, barley, and rye. So rye. R-Y-E. There it is. I do have some rye seeds. And get this one going next. Probably going to break some of those melon plants here in a second. So I want a rye in the one next to it. I'm going to tell this to export rye into here. And then I'll put rye right there. Okay, so let's see. This is where the barley is at, apparently. So just go ahead and get rid of the melon part of this square. This is probably where the rye is at. Yep, looks like it. Okay, and the asparagus will finish up here shortly, I would imagine. So let's look at what I have available now. Put that extra asparagus seed back in there. So asparagus, not quite enough for the, what I need, a stack? What did I need? A stack of asparagus, a stack of bananas, barley, rye, and white mushrooms. So I have the white mushrooms, no problem. So bananas. Bananas should not be too hard. I'm just going to grab me some bone meal. And, oh, I get to show you something that I did between episodes, which was to finish out the jungle out here. It's like a regular jungle. You can really see where the magic biome is at, where the grass changed to a lighter color. The foliage also changes to more of a blue-greenish. And yeah, and then I planted some tropical-ish trees. Let's see, we got vanilla beans, we got avocados, We've got nutmeg, coconuts, and here is the banana tree. This is peppercorn right here, and cinnamon. Cinnamon's interesting because it actually, you harvest the trunk. You just right click on it to get the cinnamon. I don't need any cinnamon, so but I need bananas. Which is, I'm just going to sit here with all this bone meal and harvest bananas until I have the total number I need. I need a stack of bananas. Bananas, bananas, bananas. So this shouldn't take too long. How many do I got? 12 already? Okay. Can I get more than one? No, probably not. Here, let me turn this on just in case they're flying out of the... Make sure I don't miss any. And I put them on my bar so I can see how many I have. There we go. So yeah, almost done. Almost done with the stack of bananas. One more. There it is. Stack of bananas done. Wow, that was not too hard at all. So back over to here, and this should be growing barley and rye relatively quick. If I stay kind of near here for a second, that might help. Actually, I probably could help it along even further with some of the bone meal I got in my inventory. Oops, you know what? I don't want you growing there. And I'm just going to get rid of that one too, so it don't accidentally end that one. I don't want those melons interfering with my grain crops. And I'm just going to help these along real quick with a little bit of bone meal that I have left. And pretty soon I should have this one done. Yeah, as soon as I walk back over the ME system, I bet I'll have this one done. Get some of this asparagus growth too. Okay, so that one should be done. If I look, and yeah, definitely I have a full stack of rye in my inventory, and let's see, the asparagus, there is that. I need to turn this off or I'm going to get a bunch of junk in my inventory standing near the machines there. And barley. Barley, uh-oh, I need a little bit more barley. So let me go get the barley. Which one's this barley? Okay. Maybe that's enough? Do I have enough barley now? I do. Okay, good. So barley, bananas, asparagus, and what was the other stuff I needed? White mushrooms. That was it. You know, mushrooms, and I got a stack of those. So now I can go ahead and submit that. And I've completed another quest. Ooh, and that one gives me 3 green hearts. Very nice. Very nice. You know what? I'm going to toss this full heart in there. I don't need any more lives, honestly. Don't need them at this time. So there we go. 3 more green heart canisters. That's going to bring my life total up even. So I should just start seeing a new color on my bar down there in a moment. And I'm going to just eat a meal because I have supreme pizzas to eat after that. And is that another? Oh, a legendary bag. So not quite ready to open those yet. I don't think I'm quite done. Let's see if I can get one more. Oh! Yeah, this may turn into a 2-parter episode. I'm not sure. I cut out a bunch of time by not recording that entire process of doing all those infusions down there. So I might have more time than I think. But you know what I really want to do? I want to summon some demons. I've set up this area over here initially to make a demon summoning altar in this general area down here. So I think this is the time to do that. And in preparation for that, I'm going to need some ritual stones. So I might need, no, I don't know. What do I need for ritual stones? I don't know if I need imbued slate. Let me look at NEI real quick for ritual stones, which is the reinforced slates. And I'm going to need one master ore, or master rune. So let's jump up to the top. Let me, might need that running here. Check my life pool because I need to keep an eye. Oh, you see there? Yeah, it's going down a little bit because I'm running the garden over there. I can turn it off now though, since I'm not in need of speeding anything up at the moment. And you can see I've got a new color on my bar down there. I've got some yellow hearts. So the yellow ones will be the first ones to go whenever I start to take damage. And let's see here. I need ritual stones. None in the system. My orb should be in here. I think it doesn't put it in there because once you bind it to yourself, it has different metadata than the there it is, yeah. It has different metadata than the I don't know how many I need here. I'm just gonna go with as many as I can, because then I'm gonna need one master orb. There we go. Pretty sure that's all I need for now. I'm gonna come over here. Definitely I'm gonna want to set it in the floor. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to get it pretty close to centered with the corners. Yeah, there's the center that I want, but now I'm going to need to, well here, let me put the master stone in there. Let me make sure my flight is I got plenty of time on it. I just want to make sure I don't fall into the void and not having a way to get back out real quick. And clean out, I think it's a 5x5 area. Let's see if that does it. Now if I get my, and I hear a bunch of mobs in the room next to me. Sorry if it's annoying. In fact, let me go shut that off because it should refill just fine. Without the garden on, it stays full for the most part, and it won't take long for it to fill back up. So come over here and set interdiction ritual of containment. Yeah, that's the one I want, containment. So I start setting that up. Yeah, there we go. And there, that's the setup for it. Now, I want to make that look awesome. Let's make that look awesome by getting some nether bricks. Yeah, nether bricks. That's what I want. These right here, I don't have that many nether bricks. Huh. Might have to make some. Sure, let's grab a couple stacks of netherrack and just toss them in here for bricks. Come on back down here. And this might be enough. I don't think so though, because I want the nether bricks there. And I was thinking that I would like a pillar right on top of here, like so. Do I want it like that? Yeah, that is definitely where I want them. And then while those nether bricks cook up, I need to make the rest of the summoning stuff, which is a blood arcane pedestals. And I need 6 of those plus 1 more to make an arcane plinth. There's my arcane plinth. And then I'm going to jump back down. I'm done with the ritual stones. Jump back down here. And let me go ahead and activate this before I put the plinth down on top of it. That way, if in case I can't target it afterwards. That should be active. I got my particles off, so I didn't see any particles. That's not a big deal. So, yeah, don't forget that if your particles are off or on minimal, you may not be able to tell when you activate a blood magic item because it usually indicates by making some particles. I'm gonna just assume that it's working. That might be a bad idea, but we're just gonna make that assumption. So pedestal, and then I need a pedestal on this side and this side, and pedestal there. Looks good. Wait, no, that's not right. This one and these two need to swap their orientation. There we go. Like so. That looks better. That looks better. Yeah. And that's the way I want that. So now, hopefully, my nether bricks have had enough time to cook up enough to finish my aesthetic part of it, because it's just aesthetic. Oh yeah, plenty of nether bricks now. Get all 33 of those out of there. Come on back over here, and I want pillars. Oops. Don't want that there. I want pillars and a roof. Like so. And I will actually, I think I'm going to put a glowstone there in the middle just for light and effect. I did this in another world. I really like the way it looks, so I'm just basically redoing that design. Pretty good so far. And then I want some nether brick stairs go around the lip of that, I think. Gonna go with that's not enough. No, it's still making some more, but glowstone. Got plenty of glowstone. Apparently I've been bringing it up with the laser somewhat. So I definitely have more than I had last time I looked in there. So that's definitely one of the ores you get with the laser. So there we go. Not bad. Gives some light over here. Kind of gives a nice effect. And then I think I actually want these. Oops, that's why I can't fly, because my flight potion wore off. I think I want these upside down like so. Yeah. And yeah, it hides this rune on the corner, but I think that's okay. I think it looks nice that way. Looks good. There's a few more of the nether brick stairs, and this should be all taken care of. And maybe want to even put nether brick stairs here, even though, I mean, it wouldn't have an effect, but it would kind of give you like a, you know, like that line, and, you know, like a blood channel. will kind of look like a blood channel. I don't know. I'll see what it looks like. See how much more nether brick I'm... Okay, those are all cooked, so and I don't have much bricks in there right now, so I'm going to go ahead and cook up another 3 stacks of nether brick. And while these are cooking, I need to make some sort of stuff with my stuff. I got to use the alchemical thingy. I'm being real technical here right now. Anyway, I know what I need, and I need dirt, some obsidian, some... What was the other things I needed? Obsidian? Sand. I think it needs 2 obsidian. 2 obsidian, dirt, sand, and simple... They must be down there already, if I have any. I might have to make a stack of simple catalysts. Because I want to make a stack of... Because it's just the easiest one for me. And I've got a few simple catalysts. Well, let me make sure that this recipe is correct. If I put all that in there with some simple catalysts and turn on my particles so I can see. Oh, yep, it's working. See, I am getting Terra. Yeah, I guess that's how you would say that, Terra. Earth essence, basically. And I need 6 earth essence to summon the elementals over here. I can summon a bunch of other demons and make them my slaves, but I'm just going to skip that part because with the blood armor and all the... Oh, I'm not wearing my blood armor. I'm still wearing my... Good thing I checked on that. Basically, with the other tools I have at my disposal, I don't really need the demons to work for me. I can show that in another episode if people want to see it, but I want to get right to summoning the elementals and being able to finalize, well, upgrade to my last blood orb, which will give me 10,000 life pool instead of one, or what is it? What I got? 1 million right now, or yeah, I got 1 million. Then I can go up to 10 million. Sorry, with the next level of blood orb, and it also is what I need to complete this quest in here. This one, master. That's just master blood orbs. What? Well, that's easy. Here I am thinking I needed to do this for this quest, but I actually don't. I just need to take and put some of my let's see, blood shards, which I'm almost out of. What's it take? How many does it take? 1? It only takes 1 master. Wow. Okay, so I guess this one won't take any of that stuff that I was doing to get done. But I am going to go ahead and make a new one because I don't want to use up the one that I have to have one. To have at least one. Jump up here to make the mob spawn a little faster. And I will go ahead and get the rest of the decorations ready, I guess. So, nether brick. Get a bunch more of that. Let's see, I'm going to need, let's put 8, I need 12, maybe 16 more. Don't want to overmake the stairs. I'm not going to worry about putting the ones in the floor right now. Now if I come over here and I hear bunches of mobs in there again. Oh, perfect. I made the perfect amount. And that will finish the summoning altar. And containment ritual should keep the elemental in there. So, and this is working, but it's not ready yet. Where's all these slimes at? Oh, they're drowning. Drowning slimes. I guess I'll pick up these slime balls because I actually do need a bunch of slime balls for another quest. So, do actually want those. And okay, yeah, that is completed. If I pull that out, I'll put this one back in because that one's bound to me. And I can get away from these noisy dying mobs while I turn in this quest. Okay, well, there's another quest done. So that would be another legendary reward bag. Not bad. And another green heart canister. I can always use more heart canisters without having to craft them. I could just craft them, but I have been just waiting to get them from my... What is it? They give me the ore back? Interesting. Well, I'll just toss that in there in case I need it to craft with, of course, in the future. And I need to make more simple catalysts, which is redstone. I believe it's 2 stacks of redstone. It's going to be a stack of glowstone, a stack of gunpowder, and a stack of sugar, which I have all of that in plentiful supply. So now if I come back over here, because I'm probably one short. Yeah, one short on Terra. Pull out those materials, put these in, and I can see that those are processing based on the and then the result shows up on top of there. So I'm going to let that process. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, all my simple catalyst cooked up, and I have started crafting some more Terra. I now have at least 6. That's all I really need to summon this elemental over here. I'm going to get right to that. And like I said, there are a bunch of different demons that you can summon that you can then bend to your will. You know what? That doesn't really need to be there now, I don't think. Does it? F7. No, nothing can spawn here. That's fine. Good. But there are a bunch of different demons that you can summon to bend to your will, and there are different recipes or different different bits of these different, what would you call that? Essence. I guess we'll call that an essence of some sort. That you put in here in different combinations, sometimes with other mundane objects, that will get you a summoned demon. Now if you put all of the same essence, like Terra, there's one for water, there's one for air, basically the 6, or the main elements anyway. I think there's 6 different ones you can do. Oh, and you need a blood, you need a sigil in there, and it should be, I'll just borrow this one for the moment. You need a orb in there, blood orb. I think it needs to be a master blood orb in order to summon the elemental. Cool. Yeah, lightning and fire. Wonderful. He's gonna come. Hopefully my containment ritual is working properly and it will keep him in there. I want my bow and my arrow, because yep, there he is. And you want to have your particles on for this fight, because there's something that he does, and you want to... Wait, where is it at? You want to hit him with your sorry. You want to make sure you hit him with your bound blade, and if you have a bound blaster, that would work very well. Ooh, yeah, he slowed me. Come here, buddy. You can get a couple hits on him with that. See, now he's sparkly, so finish him off with the bow, and there it is. Ooh, he shot back. Nice. Yeah, that last hit on him, he had thrown up his reflective thing. And I got an arrow in my... That's gotta be funny looking. Yeah. Yeah, he had a little reflect there at the end, didn't he? Too funny. But this was my objective right here, the Demon Blood Shard. And you get that only from the elementals. So the other demons that you can summon don't drop those. And then now I don't really need that arcane plinth. I don't need the shard that, or the blood orb that is in there now, because I'm about to make a better one, I hope. It isn't too much trouble. Let's see, I have the lights are on. Let me turn the lights off and get some. Of course, it's already full, so I actually just want to go away from it to get the mobs to spawn down there. And let me just tell you, that elemental guy, he's a real right pain in the posterior if you do not have the right setup. Like, it's a real wise idea to make this containment ritual like I did for summoning that guy, because otherwise he's just going to fly around and give you a real hard time. With this containment ritual, you could see that he was right there. He couldn't do nothing. He was stuck, and I could just basically kill him at my leisure. Now if you let him go loose in the world, he's going to give you a hard time, and bound armor won't necessarily save you from his attacks, because like you've seen at the very end there where he reflected my arrow, if you swing at him with a bound blade when he has that effect, your blade is you're actually going to end up killing yourself with your blade, because it'll go right through your bound armor. So something to keep in mind. And if I look, might want to get my sacrificial dagger out just to kind of help this along, even though all these mobs and bad guys will eventually probably turn this. If I use my bound blade, there it goes. Look at that. That was the goal. Archmage, the blood orb. And I bind it to myself, and if I put it in there, that will now make my blood pool go up to 10 million. So now I can hold 10 times the previous amount of life pool. And I think I got one more just kind of random quest that I can turn in this episode before I do my bag opening ceremony. So I toss those in there. I'm just going to toss those in there too, because I don't really need them, because I have this stack of pizza I want to eat up before I start going back to my delighted meals. And I did reprogram the system to make, or I programmed the system to be able to craft the delighted meals for me using the melon and stuff. Going forward, I will probably pretty much exclusively use the delighted meal. I haven't taken the breakfast out yet because I figured I would want that in the world download for people who wanted to use the ME system to craft that if they, want to, if anybody actually downloads it. So, yeah, one more quest that I can turn in that I have the stuff for, which is the Seared Stone. And the Seared Stone, I got that stuff. It's not that hard. Seared Stone, just bring a bunch of cobble over here, fill this up with cobble, and one of these over here is for Seared Stone right there. That casting basin takes Seared Stone. So yeah, I've just filled that up with cobble a couple times, and I got a bunch of seared stone. And I think it takes 100 for the quest, so let's go ahead and come down here to this level and turn that one in. That's a hoarding quest. Right here at blacksmith blocks. 100 of them. Manual submit. And I will claim another reward. And again, I am going to toss this heart in the system because I don't need it so much. Another epic bag. So I've got 2 legendary and 3 epic bags to open. I just put all that stuff in the ME system. Oh well. I'll get it back out here in a minute when I figure out what it is I stuck in there. Well, one thing is my workbook. Yeah, I want to get the what is that? Oh, what's up? That looks different. I have not seen that before. Oh, because of the texture update. That looks very cool in this texture pack. Okay, so anyway. Opening ceremony for the, let's see, what do I want to do? The legendaries last. Right? Yeah. There we go. So I'll do the epics and then I'll do the legendaries. Let's hope for some non-disappointing rewards. Oh, sweet! Sweet! If I get shit out of the rest of these bags, I won't care because 8 ore nodes is the best reward in my opinion. Yeah, don't care. No good, but don't care. Hey, that's nice. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Ritual stones. Could have used that a little bit ago. And okay, so how is 16 conveyor belts legendary? How does that qualify as legendary? It certainly doesn't. It's not even very nice. That's like a troll reward almost. Oh, well now that is legendary. That's a legendary reward right there. That is awesome. I will use that. So, okay. So 2, well actually 3 really nice rewards out of that in total. I'm just going to go ahead and put the aura nodes, ritual stones in there, and the conveyor belts. Blah. Conveyor belts are cheap and easy to make. They're just, I don't see that being a good reward at all. Go ahead and put the shards down here with this stuff. And I think that's pretty much going to be where I need to wrap this up. Between episodes, my life pool is going to fill up. I did not do the village build like I wanted to, kind of wanted to anyway, but I'm still experimenting with that mod to get it to, to fully understand it. And what I will probably do is, between this episode and next, I will probably go ahead and see if I can't use it to record the building of the village over here. And that's going to be like a bonus episode, or it's actually going to probably end up being a mod review of the Camera Studio mod. So expect that maybe tomorrow with my normal episode. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I got a lot of questing done this time. Got my demon altar set up, my summoning altar. Mainly just going to be using that to summon more of the elementals and getting those special blood shards from them. Got a lot of quests turned in, a lot of magic based stuff progressed, and started into the end quest series. So I'm getting close to being done with a good portion of the quest. I think after my next world download, that's say episode 41 going forward, I'm going to really have to concentrate on doing the hoarding quest, because that's going to take a lot of stuff set up and things. So anyway, let me get away from these mobs as I finish out my outro. And again, if you liked it, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you didn't, comment anyway and let me know what I could possibly do to be better next time. So I will catch you guys later.